It's being called a security breach of staggering proportions. Sony has confirmed that hackers broke into its PlayStation network, exposing the personal information of up to 77 million users worldwide. So what does that mean for anyone who may have been exposed? Joining us now is John Abell, Wired.com's New York bureau chief. John, good to see you here this morning.
Good morning.
They say this hack happened between April 17th and April 19th.
Correct.
Can you explain exactly what happened here first?
Sure. It's your kind of standard hacker gets into the server type of deal, and they got a lot of information, personal information, passwords, addresses, things like that.
Birth dates, emails, purchase histories,
Correct.
potentially passwords and logins. Now, Sony says they don't know for sure if
Right.
credit card information was stolen, but they
Right.
can't be certain.
They can't.
I guess you would have to assume if they've got all this other information, they probably have your credit card
Well,
information.
possibly. It might be stored in a different place. Ironically, though, the least important information in terms of the user is the credit card because it's easily replaced and you're indemnified against any loss. The real problem is that now people can email you and do phishing attacks and try to get other information from you directly.
Yeah, and identity theft is also a concern here.
Absolutely.
And how concerned if you are, let's say you are one of the people that does use Sony PlayStation actively, or one of these potentially 77 million people, what do you have to be concerned about right now?
Well, that's just it. You're going to get emails from people pretending to be nice people. You might get emails spoofing Sony itself saying, perhaps you've heard there's been a terrible break-in. Click here and let's sort it out.
Yeah.
People get these emails all the time. They'll get more now.
Exactly what do these hackers, I mean, what do you think they're actually looking for when they go in and do something like this, if credit card information is not
Well, it's very valuable to them. I'm saying to you it's not that big a deal because it's easily replaced. Sometimes it's just sport, and sometimes it is to get credit card information and to get the ingredients that you need to create identity theft profiles.
Is it one of those things, if you are an active user, should you just go ahead and cancel
Well, Sony is already telling people when the system is back up, change your login, change your passwords, change all kinds of stuff, and start over again.
Yeah. Sounds a little inconvenient. If you are one of those people, what would be some tips you would have for people that are potentially exposed to this?
Well, as I said, you're going to be getting lots of emails now. They might just go to your spam filter, but the basic rule is you never click on a link in an email from somebody that you don't know. If it's your mother, you do maybe.
Yeah, this seems to be pretty popular right now, especially with a lot of the apps that are out there, because you have to provide so much personal information for so many things. As a consumer, should you really just kind of take a step back and just make sure you're not exposing yourself to too many potential problems?
This is the world we live in now. If you want to be on iTunes, if you want to do commerce, if you want to do business with big places, gaming systems, they're going to ask you to store information to authenticate you as being not a minor, and also to have a recurring way of charging you as you go along.
The real takeaway here before we leave to protect yourself would be?
Be very, very wary about agreeing to store information on a site unless you absolutely have to, unless you really trust the person. This sort of thing's going to happen anyway, and then you just have to get into your bunker mode and deal with the aftermath.
The old bunker mode. All right, John, thanks. Good to see you this morning.